a luxury apartment complex in New York City called the Tower stands as a symbol of wealth and power. Its penthouse belongs to Arthur, a ruthless Wall Street billionaire. One night, after swimming in a rooftop pool, Arthur relaxes by playing online chess with Josh, the building's manager. The next morning, Josh heads to work and runs into Slide, a hostile street tough who yells at him for walking on his side of the sidewalk. Josh ignores him, which only makes Slide more furious. At the Tower, Josh and doorman Lester escort Arthur to his car. Arthur tells him he likes them so much that he may hire them for a luxury hotel he plans to open. Soon after, General Manager Simon warns Josh that Charlie is missing from the reception desk and must appear within 3 minutes. Josh then notices Lovenko quietly studying for a bar exam and tells her to do it during her break, but she pretends she isn't studying at all. A buzzing sound suddenly irritates Josh. Enrique quickly apologizes for leaving his phone on vibrate. Simon introduces Enrique as a new elevator operator, and Josh firmly lays down the rules. No tips, full attention to tenants, and no phones allowed. Moments later, Josh's brother-in-law Charlie finally arrives. 20 minutes late. He's panicking because his pregnant wife is in her 3rd trimester, yet he doesn't seem worried about losing his job. To prove his value, Charlie charms an Asian tenant by bringing flowers and speaking Chinese. Josh later visits Fitzhugh, reminding him that he has been evicted and the bank will arrive the next day. Fitzhugh admits he lost his job and no one is helping him. Feeling sorry for him, Josh agrees to buy him some time by telling the bank the elevator is under maintenance. After their shift ends, Lester tells Josh that this will be his final year at the Tower. He's planning to retire. The next morning, Josh again sees Slide, this time loudly arguing with a woman in the street and causing a scene. When Josh reaches the Tower, he notices something strange. Arthur's car is still parked there, even though he always leaves early. Across the street sits a black sedan that has been parked for 2 days without a single ticket. Lester says he's already called the police twice. Suddenly, several men step out of the sedan. Josh and Lester assume they are robbers. Lester locks the front doors while Josh rushes inside and orders a code black, sealing all entrances. Checking the security cameras, Josh can't find the men anywhere. Then he notices a laundry van at the back entrance. Odd, since the pickup already happened yesterday. His assistant explains that Arthur requested it after spilling wine. Moments later, the truth becomes horrifyingly clear. The strange men force Arthur into the van. Josh shouts for security to call 911 and sprints after the vehicle as it crashes through the shutter and speeds away. He chases it down the street until he is suddenly tackled by Agent Claire. At the same moment, the van crashes and FBI agents surround it, pulling Arthur out in handcuffs. Josh desperately insists that Arthur has been kidnapped, but Claire calmly explains that it was never a kidnapping at all. Arthur had been trying to escape because he knew the law was closing in on him. Soon the media explodes with the news. Arthur has been arrested for fraud and all of his assets are frozen. Josh gathers the Tower employees and delivers the devastating truth. Since Arthur sits on the board, Josh had trusted him to manage the staff pension fund. Now that money is most likely gone. The next day, Arthur is released on $10 million bail, but he is placed under house arrest. FBI agent Claire informs Josh that the entire penthouse floor is now FBI controlled and lays out strict new rules. While walking to the penthouse, she is stunned to see a car sitting inside the apartment. Arthur proudly explains it is a rare Ferrari once owned by Steve McQueen. He bought it for $1 million and had it taken apart and reassembled inside the penthouse. He brags that it is now worth at least $10 million. Arthur asks Josh to arrange his meals and tries to tip him, but Josh refuses, reminding him of the no tips rule. Later that day, Josh sees Slide being arrested. Slide begs Josh to record the police, claiming they're mistreating him, but Josh once again walks away. Meanwhile, Lester, crushed by despair, stands at the edge of a subway platform, thinking dark thoughts. That night, Josh gets an urgent call from Charlie and rushes to the hospital. He learns Lester tried to take his own life, but police officers save him at the last second. Lester admits that he invested all his retirement money with Arthur, and now he has nothing left. Josh promises Arthur will return his money. Back at the Tower, Josh meets Fitzhugh, who has finally been evicted. His wife has left him and taken the kids. Fitzhugh, a former Wall Street man, explains that Arthur probably realized his empire was collapsing about a year ago and took Lester's money to keep up appearances. They reach the penthouse, but the FBI refuses to let them in until Charlie claims they are there to collect Arthur's trash and breakfast order. Inside, Josh finally snaps and accuses Arthur of stealing from innocent people. Arthur denies everything, insisting the FBI is lying. Enraged, Josh grabs a golf club and smashes a Ferrari, shattering every window and light while screaming at Arthur. Soon after, Simon fires Josh, along with Charlie and Enrique for supporting him. Josh says goodbye to the Tower staff. He confronts Charlie, admitting he always wanted to fire him because he was bad at his job, reminding him he once spoke Chinese to a Korean woman. Charlie storms off. That night, Josh meets Claire at a bar and gives her information about Arthur's business dealings. Claire explains the FBI already has it, and that Arthur's assets will likely be seized, meaning the employees will never see their money again after drinking together. Claire reveals that criminals like Arthur usually keep secret emergency cash hidden somewhere. The FBI tracked $20 million that vanished from Arthur's account months earlier. That sparks an idea in Josh's mind. The next day, Josh sneaks back into the tower, retrieves his notebook, and confirms Arthur once bought a massive wall safe after remodeling the penthouse and removing every wall except one. Arthur hid the safe behind it, so the FBI never found it. Josh gathers Enrique, Fitzhugh, and Charlie and tells them the missing $20 million must be inside that safe. He proposes stealing it. Enrique and Fitzhugh agree, but Charlie hesitates. Josh says he has a solution. In jail, Slide is stunned to learn someone paid his bail. When he steps outside, Josh is waiting. During a wild car ride, Josh reveals they went to the same daycare as kids. Slide mocks Josh's childhood seizures, but when Josh explains a heist, Slide listens. At a mall, Slide tests the team by making them steal items from stores in 15 minutes. They succeed, impressing him. He agrees to help, while also revealing he already stole their wallets. Slide trains them. No jackets in the snow, lockpicking drills, and studying guard movements. Josh builds a full heist plan using Lego models. Slide will hide the money afterward to avoid suspicion. When Slide pulls a gun on Enrique, Josh reminds him the job is no guns. Claire later visits Josh and tells him the court hearing is next week, and Arthur plans to press charges over Ferrari unless Josh apologizes. Josh does so, and Arthur smugly accepts. Claire secretly gives Josh footage of the Ferrari incident and later agrees to go on a date with him. Meanwhile, Slide admits he cannot crack the modern safe. Josh brings in Odessa, a tower maid whose father was a locksmith. She confirms she can open it in 15 minutes and secretly teaches Slide how to do it. Charlie then betrays the group. Simon has offered him Josh's old job. He threatens to call the police if they go through with the heist. Claire later warns Josh that he will be arrested by the weekend. Josh smiles. This is exactly what he planned. On Thanksgiving, with the streets blocked for the parade, Arthur is taken to court. Odessa signals the penthouse is clear. Josh uses Charlie's wife's phone to fake a message about her going into labor, forcing Charlie to leave the tower. As guards get distracted, the team slips inside. Slide pretends to be a bank agent to gain access upstairs. But when he and Simon take the elevator, Josh's team is forced to use the stairs. Inside Fitzhugh's old apartment, Slide asks Simon for a quick tour. When Simon steps into the closet, Slide suddenly locks him inside and turns on the radio so no one can hear his screams. While Slide rides the elevator upward, Odessa tries to drug a security guard by putting sedative on a slice of cake. When he refuses it because he is allergic to chocolate, she knocks him out with her cleaning cart instead. Josh's team reaches a machine room and shuts down the elevator. Slide escapes by climbing through the ceiling hatch and starts scaling the elevator shaft. Using the stairs, Josh, Enrique, and Fitzhugh reach the penthouse and grab the tools from Odessa's cart. Wearing masks, they enter the apartment, cover the cameras, tap on the wall until they find a hollow section, and smash it open, revealing Arthur's hidden safe. Suddenly, Slide appears and aims his gun at them. Josh refuses to move. Odessa sneaks up behind Slide with her own weapon and forces him to drop the gun, which Fitzhugh picks up. Odessa begins cracking the safe. Meanwhile, Charlie returns to the tower, suspicious about the fake text from his wife. He checks the cameras and sees the unconscious guard, assuming he is asleep. At the courthouse, Claire and Arthur realize there is no hearing. It is a holiday. Someone tricked them. They rush back, but the parade has blocked all the streets. Back in the penthouse, Odessa opens the safe, but it is empty. In the struggle for the gun, it fires and hits the Ferrari. Josh notices something strange about the bullet hole. He scratches off the paint and realizes the entire car is made of solid gold. Fitzhugh calculates its value, $45 million. Josh immediately forms a new plan. Enrique lowers the maintenance crane from the roof. Josh and Slide remove the window and push the car to the edge. The crane hooks onto it and begins lowering it toward Fitzhugh's old apartment. Fitzhugh freezes in fear, while Josh and Slide try to help. The security guard wakes up and starts banging on the locked door. Fitzhugh finally grabs a rope, but the wind pulls the car and him out the window. He nearly falls to his death, but Charlie grabs at the last second and pulls him back inside. Together, they hook the crane properly and bring the golden car into the apartment. Charlie yells at Josh, but agrees to help once he realizes the car is pure gold. Enrique positions the elevator directly beneath the penthouse. Josh searches the car and finds Arthur's secret notebook detailing all of his crimes. As a tenant appears with her dog, Charlie distracts her. Meanwhile, the team rolls the car onto the top of the elevator shaft just as it starts descending. Arthur and the FBI arrive and ride the elevator up, unaware of the car above them. A metal grill stops the car from falling, saving it. Claire notices the exposed safe in the penthouse and arrests Arthur for violating his parole. The FBI locks down the building. They spot Lester driving Slide's truck away and chase him. The truck turns out to be empty. It was a distraction. One by one, the FBI arrests the team, Josh tells Claire their dinner date was real. At headquarters, Lovenko announces she passed bar and is now their lawyer. She gives the FBI Arthur's notebook in exchange for their freedom. Everyone is released except Josh, who accepts a 2-year sentence. Arthur is officially declared guilty. The team later retrieves a golden car from the rooftop pool. Every Tower employee receives a piece of gold. Josh smiles from prison.